Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamak, this is Let's Play Limbus Company Time Killing Time. In the last episode, we finally got our hands on Time Ripper. Unfortunately, he escaped into the Mirror of Fathoms, so we're going to have to suppress the dungeon boss. But hey, we get rewards for it, that's nice. I have been doing a lot of mirror dungeon grinding off the screen, but I haven't seen the I have seen the time killing time pack. I haven't taken it because I wanted to have fresh reaction to here. So, this is the culprit's Fathoms. 21 minutes. The time it took from the impact for you to hit the cobblestones. Isn't it about time you quit that Yurodivy thing, brother? We barely have enough time to scrape by. Wasting our time building unregistered inventions just to annoy some time collectors doesn't do anything. Come on, brother. Treat me like you used to, please. You always wanted to work for the T-Core Patents Agency, didn't you? We're just biding our time, waiting for the right moment, okay? And when that time comes... But you don't even know when that moment is. What if that moment comes after we're dead? Why would any of that matter if we're not here to see it? Yeah, they're really selling how horrible it is to be one of the lower class in T-Core, but it's kind of the same no matter where you are. Take the grade 1 inventor certificate exam or something. Make a submission to the Inventions Expo. There's a pretty hefty prize money for receiving the Inventor of the Year award, you know. Did you know that in other nests everyone enjoys equal 24 hours? Just imagine for a second, what if we saved up a ton of money and moved to a different wing or nest? Then maybe we'll get to live 24 hours a day too. I could get a full night's rest and I'd still have half the day to spend. Wouldn't that be so wonderful? I was always full of excuses. For all my hatred of the system, I remained inert with my ignorance as a convenient shield and an excuse for inaction. I knew that our lives would get better if I did get certified, but I always gave the same excuse. I don't have the time to take a test. One early morning, my brother came to speak with me. I'll lend you all but 2 hours of my time. That'll give you more than enough time to complete the exam. It ends around 2 p.m., right? I'll meet you in front of the clock tower. Then you can give me back the time you borrowed there. Thus, I was given a single day of abundance. The sun still hadn't set when I finished the exam. I had a good feeling about all this too. Maybe I could start dreaming again, just like in that old comic book I used to read, to dream of becoming a professional inventor of all kinds of things. The car rolls in slowly. It's so slow that anyone could simply step out of its way. The driver is like us, someone who lives 10-hour days. But my brother can't get out of its way, because he doesn't have enough time. Hours already precariously stretched over a day, stretched even further. So you are, slowly, so slowly, thrown into the air. I ran as fast as I can with the time that is given to me, but I failed to reach him. I never could. Nothing changed, no matter how much time I was shared. Because my life was spent in a rush, because its entirety slipped through my fingers in the blink of an eye. I wandered aimlessly near the street my brother drew his last breath. If I could only taste every flavour of this lollipop sooner. And I can't wait to read what happens next. Would somebody knock me out and wake me up when the next volume's out? The city. I can't wait for them to finally complete my portrait. Hope they captured the little upward flick at the tip of my mustache. It's supposed to look like a bird's wings, yes? Ugh, it's so tedious waiting for it to be finished. Still 3 in the afternoon? This is one long shift. When will this tedious busy work end? Has too many people who so indifferently kill time. That time will come, just like the saints said. I know it's tedious, but everyone feels the same way. Stop pestering me about it, yeah? You think I'm happy with this small-time stuff? I'm just as tired as you are of punching those bloody collectors and running away. I was ignorant. I lacked the time. If only I had the time they killed. If only my brother had the time they killed. He would still be alive. Yes, my brother was right. Can't wait for the moment that won't come. Now is the time for action. I'll find everyone so content with killing their time. And though a clock may look as though it turns evenly on the outside, the cogs that make up the clockwork within each turn at disparate rates. Some living 44-hour days, some living 4-hour days. We are not like the Yurodivy. We know that we must take action. So that's what you've turned yourself into. Within me is a place where all may live in equal hours. Our nest. A place for all who ever felt the very same pain. Your explanations fail to justify your time killing. Yet I am not the time killer. It is the people of the city who have been slaughtering time. No one even took a moment to doubt that the clock tower may have been broken. Instead, they stopped at merely complaining that it was a slow day and that they should just pass the time. Killing time. I saved the dying times from their wasteful clutches. Will you still claim that I am in the wrong? I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so I've set up a story team for all this nonsense. I don't know exactly what's waiting for me at the end of this, but I'm picking out all of my usuals. This is mostly a tremor team, however, I have a little bit of a few secrets here. Over here we have Middlemer Salt. He is going to be important for his support effect. Mainly, ally with the least SP heals 10 SP at turn end if there is another ally from the same faction. Almost everyone else shares a faction. So, at any time I can pull people in and rapidly regain their SP. I'm probably not going to see Mauler Boatworks Sinclair though, because he's more here for the support passive. If I need Mauler Ishmael, she has her evade, she's quite good at that. But yeah, this may or may not end well. Well, your passive isn't exactly going to do much, but eh. Okay, so this is apparently how they're going to be doing all their fancy new dungeons. We start off with picking up a lot of cost and then visiting a vendor. We have to pass through a whole bunch of these fights, and at the end of it we're going to get another vendor, a rest stop, and the boss. Weak to Pierce, Gluttony, and Sloth apparently. So what does this give me? Time Ripper's Fathoms. You enter the dungeon of Fathoms. It resembles a T-core street. Past the crowds of passers-by, you notice the glowing vending machine by. With the streets devoid of colour, the vending machine's light seems to resonate much more vibrantly within your heart. Follow the light. We're this close to unveiling the truth of the time-killing time. We don't know exactly how this case will end, but we decide to forge on, the brilliance of our guiding light. Gain 600 cost. Ooh, that's very generous of you, Gain. Dispenser's hum fills the air. It knows what we want, we know what it wants. So then, let's think about it. Keyword refresh. We want to bring in Tremor Gear. Oh, what's this? Chalice of Trickle Down. When an ally with an attack skills inflict tremor potency wins a clash, inflict 2 tremor potency and tremor count. Yurodivy, inflict 3 tremor potency and 3 tremor count. If against targets with higher offense levels, gain clash power. Wow, okay, that's definitely something we want. And I guess we grab Green Spirit to go along with it. So many question marks, so many question marks. We don't have much in the way of wrath generation, I'm noticing, so I'm just going to try... Actually, no. We bring in... We want to kick in the... We want to pick in one... We want one family to kick in as soon as possible, so Heathcliff is there for envy generation. Activate Tremor Burst on self. Well, he won't actually have any Tremor to burst on himself, so that'll be fine. It strikes me that that's a very dangerous skill to use if you aren't at the right level. It's heavily risk versus reward because that last effect of if we didn't consume tremor count, then burst tremor count on self. If he loses any clash, then he loses the ability to remove that tremor count. Well, actually, no, that's not how it works, is it? Yeah, it's on use that triggers it. Okay, never mind. Oh, good gravy, that's gonna sting. That is gross. That is so gross. And Rodian can't do anything about the bloody thing because she keeps triggering the... Rodian can't do anything because she keeps lining up her attacks with these people.
직접 타도하죠. 편하게 가자고요.
가진 놈들을 털고. 제압 완료. 파돈.
A의 거스를 말고 편하게 가자고요.
We can at least rack up a whole ton of tremor to burst, but still a little bit dangerous with these guys because they do gain offense level from having a lot of tremor on them. Oh boy, a whole bunch of custom events it seems. People from all walks of life, all with different hours to spend in a given day, speak and move about in varying speeds. The sound coming from this odd inequality fills the street with incongruence. Two people catch your attention in that chaos. A rich-looking youth, despite his apparent time and affluence, is walking in a brisk pace toward the streets, and a poor-looking old man, despite his apparent time and poverty, is slowly walking into an alley with a leisurely look on his face. Who to follow? Past to gain tremor gifts. Pride and gluttony, sloth and lust. Gluttony is Hong Lu's nuke, so let's follow the youth. Oh, but he has to roll perfectly, so we're actually looking for our pride roll from Heathcliff here. After barely catching up to the youth, Heathcliff asks them what got them in such a hurry. The youth keeps glancing at his watch, clearly impatient about even waiting for Heathcliff's question to finish. He keeps pacing from one location to another. I have to work so fast so I can make more time. That factory owner there, I'm sure he's got 10 more hours in his life than I do. Heathcliff leans in and asks the youth, what are you going to use all that time for? With more time, I can use that time to work longer hours. Ugh, I'm late. Gotta run by. The youth hurriedly runs into the building. We never did find out what he really wanted to do with all that time. Looks like he dropped something in his hurry, but he's already too far gone to give it back. Rusted clock hands earned. First turn start of wave. Inflict current 9 minus current speed tremor potency and 9 minus current speed minus... divided by 2 tremor count to an enemy with the fastest speed. For abnormalities, one of their parts, take less damage from targets with 12 tremor or unique tremor at turn start. So is that unique tremor just their fast way of saying the what's it? The tremor conversions. Okay, we should have enough envy, so now we want to bring in the Rose Spanner Gregor. And I guess Lobby Go. Do I want the Lobby Go? If I take Lobby Go, then... yeah, let's keep deploying lowish numbers.
명단에 있는 놈들 모두 명단이다.
T-Core Collectors. Consume tremor count to gain 3 borrowed time. Rude. Oh boy, these are guys with that sort of mechanic. You know what? You have so much tremor count and potency at the moment, I'm more than happy to immediately use up. Yeah, 9 to 29. Oh wait, they're going to consume tremor count, aren't they? That's annoying. If this unit does not have borrowed time, gain tremor count. Huh? Didn't I have more envy at the turn start? Maybe they reset? Okay, lesson learned. We can't save up all of our tremor. Borrowed time, so he's going to slowly tick down. Okay, I don't know why I need to swap Rodian into the back because we don't want her to get the extra moves.
탈출 개체 확인.
I didn't like how closely that fight went, honestly. I really don't like how he did that.
걸려라. 자, 한 건 했고.
They're level 45, so we are getting numbers back. Yeah, your borrowed time count is about to run out, so you're going to get bind. Oh, if they have more bind than haste, then expire and trigger a stagger. That's nice.
가자.
그 시간을 뿌리도록 하지.
자, 한 건 했고. 자, 한 건 했고.
Okay, we've wound up our SP enough. It looks like... Since we don't carry over our stats for some reason, I don't know where my envy supply went, but I don't like that it's gone. Yeah, go straight here. But if we aren't carrying over our numbers, then I'm not going to try and do the group pair-ups. I'm just going to try and wind up everyone's SP for when we get to the end.
점수 준비 끝.
And I forgot to move Rodian out of spot 1, darn it. Although she is able to pull out her best attack immediately, that's nice.
가자.
개체가 낙하된 거야.
The slight disadvantage of using Yurodivy identities is that I can't tell at a quick glance which ones are mine and which ones aren't. 2 waves, gotta keep that in mind. Gain tremor count equal to tremor count on target. That'll be nice for next turn when she needs to hit her nuke.
탈출 개체 확인.
A에 거슬지 말고.
Oh, Rodian, if you lose this clash, you aren't gonna like what happens.
탈출 개체 확인. 가진 놈들을 헐. 제압 완료.
Why isn't Ryoshu's passive kicking in actually? Sloth Resonance. Okay, that's why.
파던. 그 시간
I'm now beginning to wonder if the game is actually dividing it cuts resources in half, which is why Sloth seems to be escalating, because we trigger a lot of Sloth each time, but not very much in the way of Envy. So we're not going to be seeing Red Eyes open, I can say that much. Gain 3 times Tremor Count on Self Shield. Doesn't say anything about why it started off with that Tremor Count. Actually, no, I know exactly why. It's because we have rusted clock hands.
고작 터뜨려주지.
레이에 거스르지 말고.
자,
Well, they're all quite well and good. They're all pretty much staggered, aren't they? Let me think. If target is staggered or defeated, then apply shield to allies as well as heal them. Unfortunately, it looks like she's not going to be able. She can't hit more than one target, but the healing is important. Honestly, we don't need to worry about one Tremor Potency Dagger Burst on Self.
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
Oh, damn it. It's only for others, not herself.
파손 완료.
그런 것도 되지 않아. 그런 것도 되지 않아. 편하게 가자고요.
And because it's Mirror of Fathoms, we can fight a lot more lethally to protect ourselves. Oh, well, that would have been nice to have earlier. So we're going to have to take the lower route to get a chance at picking up an extra gift. We don't know whether it will happen, but it'll be nice to try. Wait a minute, they didn't give us a gift for completing... No, they gave us the tablet. And we also have Rusted Muzzle, which isn't going to be much help. No, I remember why I have Rodian at the front. It's because I'm hoping to get an extra Envy skill off.
탈출 개체 확인.
And we're not going to be getting an extra Vindy skill off this time.
직접 타도하죠.
제대로 찝었군. 제대로
대체가 약화된 것 같습니다.
Don't be scared of the tremor burst. Don't be scared of the tremor burst.
탈출 개체 확인.
자,
The Yurodivy identities, I mean, have some serious risk versus reward for them.
편하게 가자고요.
Honglu's tremor burst usually wouldn't matter. I banged the table, sorry. Honglu's tremor burst wouldn't usually matter, but if he's taken a lot of bleed damage, then it absolutely could self-stagger him. Meanwhile, who's it? Meanwhile, Ryoshu's ability to inflict tremor count on the target equal to her own tremor count usually wouldn't matter either, but, oof. She could end up screwing it. With these guys who do actually gain abilities from the tremor count on themselves, that could cause trouble. Anyway, pull back. Send in the Gregor.
모두 명.
Send in Heathcliff, I mean. Oh no! The Class 5 collectors! Speaking of which, the self-tremor is a problem here too. They've changed from self-charge to self-tremor, I just realized. If target has tremor, then deal extra damage based on how much tremor they have. Oh, by the way,
사건에 궁금한 점이 생기셨나요?
oh. Not him, her. Forced now has Everlasting at Uptie 4. And honestly, I kind of don't want to let him get off a Wrath attack on Honglu, so yeah, I am going to have to use it here.
슬픔에 흔들린 나 이렇게 터져버리죠.
And now they all have their borrowed time. And now I regret doing that because, ouch. Man,
탈출 개체 확인.
I should have been more careful.
꽤 끈적거리거든. 절대 피할 수 없을걸?
Oh, and there's the healing trigger. If between 10 and 20% HP, heal up to 80% HP and recover from stagger once. Encounter start, gain borrowed time. After activating golden time, activate 3 fragile. Oh, lust weakness from using the frog. I probably should have realized that, but I didn't. Shouldn't be the worst, but definitely have had better times. Percussive maintenance. What fun. Honestly, I have no problem with letting him just beat himself senseless on here, but consume tremor count to inflict... Oh, I see the actual problem. If I do that, then I am actually feeding into his ability, so no, we've got to at least hope to destroy some coins.
걸려라.
I mean, I do appreciate the tremor reverb here.
대체가 약화되는 것 같습니다.
Yeah, frankly, I should have had Heathcliff guard, but I was hoping for a bit. I hadn't realized how close the guy was to stagger. Oh hey, agitated. Nice.
편하게 가자고요.
자, 한 건 했고.
I don't know why he took 20 damage and I don't like it. We're 45 minutes. I think I'm gonna cut here. No. I'll take the abnormality so we can start the next episode with fighting the boss. After visiting the vendors, naturally. We really need to pick up on our healing, though. If we can get at least one envy skill, we can throw out a fluid sac. So hopefully. Oh, Scheisenheimer. I need to save Durante for the boss fight. We can't take that risk. Gain 2 tremor. Oh, frick. He's gaining 2 tremor count. We can't. Maybe we can get lucky. I don't think so. He's gonna get Clash Power on top of all this nonsense. I mean, we're dealing exactly 50 damage. Maybe we'll get lucky. I mean, we got lucky here.
이런 것도 되죠.
제대로 찝었군.
And of course it's at the very end, so... Oof. Gloom hit. Guard. Gloom hit. Envy. Envy. And... Sloth.
조심하랬지. 편하게 가자고요. 방해꾼 하나가 사라졌군.
Oh, I was hoping that Heathcliff wouldn't do that, but I guess he got extra power from the Absolute Resonance. I'm taking the gift only because it's the end of the route and I can use it later. So next time on Let's Play Limbus Company, we're finally going to catch this killer. Until then guys, take care. I'll see you all around.